Welcome to 911, where we are always here, always ready to take your emergency call. An emergency call is any situation that requires immediate assistance from police, fire, or an ambulance. Minneapolis 911 answers over 600,000 calls per year. We provide the link between you, the citizen, and emergency services. When you call 911, be prepared to answer questions, which may include the location of the emergency, the phone number you're calling from, the nature and details of the emergency. Our goal is to help everyone become 911 ready. The quicker 911 gets the information, the better service we're able to provide. Here are 9 helpful tips to help you after dialing 911. Let's get 911 ready.
When calling 911 from a cell phone, let the 911 dispatcher know exactly where you are. Cell phones may show a general location, but the location given is an approximate latitude and longitude. If you don't know the address, a landmark or cross street is always a good start to a successful response. 911 dispatchers will answer incoming 911 calls with a greeting of 911, what is the address of the emergency? If you do not have an emergency, you can advise the 911 dispatcher at that time. You may be put on hold so that the 911 dispatcher can screen other calls for emergencies. After you've given the address to the 911 dispatcher, you will be asked to tell the dispatcher exactly what happened. The 911 dispatcher may ask you a series of questions that will help them understand the incident you're reporting. The dispatcher may ask you to give descriptions like physical characteristics, type of clothing worn, or vehicle involved, and if you saw a license plate. The information provided in a 911 call is always recorded. If you call 911 and do not get an answer, do not hang up. Hanging up on a 911 call is considered an abandoned call. 911 dispatchers know the call was not answered and will try to call you back. It takes resources away from another call when dispatchers need to call people back who've hung up on a 911 call.
If you dial 911 by mistake, or if a child in your home dials 911 when no emergency exists, do not hang up. Instead, simply explain to the 911 dispatcher what happened.
If you're not sure whether the situation is a true emergency, please call 911 whenever you need police, fire, or paramedic response. Let the 911 dispatcher determine whether you need emergency help. Don't wait to call. It's okay to call 911 whenever you see something that is out of place in your neighborhood. Just tell the dispatcher why you think it's suspicious and describe the activity and the people involved.
All incoming calls are screened by the 911 dispatcher, and the 911 dispatcher determines the priority of the call based on protocols developed with police, fire, and emergency medical personnel. These policies also guide the 911 dispatcher when determining what responses are needed. The 911 dispatcher tells the story of what has happened or what is happening. That information is relayed to police officers and firefighters over the radio. On average, there are over 1,000 police, fire, and ambulance responses per day. Police calls are handled in order of urgency. Threats to life or property are handled first, followed by the calls where the situation is more stable. This may result in incidents like music complaints having to wait, while emergency assistance or crimes like robberies and assaults are dealt with first. If you have called 911 and the situation has changed, be sure to call back to 911 and give the dispatcher the new or additional information.
Be prepared to follow any instructions the 911 dispatcher gives you. Medical calls are transferred to a paramedic so that they can provide instructions before they arrive. These instructions can tell you exactly what to do to help in an emergency until we arrive, such as providing step-by-step instructions to aid someone who is choking or needs first aid or CPR.
Call 911 to report any type of crime in progress. Call 311 for non-emergency city services and information. Report problems to 311 that need to be fixed where no emergency exists, like a street light is out or broken, sewer top removed, broken signs, sidewalks not shoveled, or grass is not cut. If you're looking to report anything that is not in progress that relates to a city service or for information, call 311.
I just took a call where a person was calling in to tell me about a vehicle that had a couple people sitting in it outside their residence for the last couple hours. So I asked them what color the car was, the make and model, the license plate, and what direction it was facing. As soon as I got that information, I sent it over to the police dispatch for a squad to respond.
911 gets calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we are always here and always ready to receive calls. People who call 911 provide a valuable service to the city and help Minneapolis 911 help you in case of an emergency. If you want to find out more, please visit the City of Minneapolis website. We hope that this information will help you be 911 ready.